Getting the chance to play college basketball is every young athlete's dream. But for Joey Walsh, college basketball was also part of God's plan.
I knew instantly that this was totally God and that, this was a place where He wanted me to be and was something that I was able to fulfill my dream of playing college ball and also staying kind of close to home and close to my family and still being in California, which was something I wanted. So it kind of just all worked out. And I knew it was all God. So I couldn't be more blessed for the opportunity and where I am today.
Walsh is a sophomore at Azusa Pacific University in Los Angeles, California. After redshirting his freshman year, he trained hard all summer for his chance to make an impact for his team in their upcoming 2018 season.
It had a lot of excitement in the whole process of being able to grind in the summer and get ready for what's ahead and just fulfill my dream in playing and being able to do that.
After participating in a routine preseason EKG test, Joey received shocking news.
One of our trainers came up to me a few weeks later and said that I had an irregular heartbeat in my EKG, so he wanted me to go see a heart specialist. So I ended up going to see a cardiologist, and we ended up getting the news that it was something a little different and actually was a little more serious than we thought. And that's when we heard the news that I had the Wolff-Parkinson-White and that there was a chance where basketball can be taken away.
He has an arrhythmia on his heart, and it's a syndrome called Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome. And it's basically a nerve that goes from the top right atrium that's supposed to go through a node before it goes into the lower part of the heart, and it bypasses the node, which means that it doesn't get regulated. If there was something that would happen like an irregular heart rate, or if he were to get like a rapid heart rate, it could cause cardiac arrest.
The news was devastating.
I just went into complete shock, and I kind of just, right when I heard the news, I kind of just tuned everything out. I remember just the doctor talking and my mom sitting there next to me, and I could see his lips moving, but I couldn't hear anything. And to be honest, in that moment, I wasn't really concerned about my long-term health. I was just fully thinking on basketball, and I definitely felt okay, it's starting to all come together. And then I get that news, and it kind of just definitely gave me a right hook to the face.
The thought of losing basketball was unbearable to Joey, but it didn't take long for him to accept the adversity set before him.
It was tough for me, but after those 3 days, I was really able to kind of tell myself that, okay, you had those 2 to 3 days, you were able to process your emotions, you were able to, deal with that sadness and disappointment. Now it's time to, really put your faith in God and trust in Him. And you're still a part of this team, and you still got to be a leader and set an example.
His effort to remain positive didn't go unnoticed. Joey's teammate, Ben Avera, was impacted by Joey's resilience.
Something that I think is attested to Joey's character is he just forever remained, cognizant and focused with the team. He never sulked around us when he was going through this hard time. He was always positive and always encouraging. That's something that just shows what kind of guy Joey is.
Walsh takes none of the credit and instead gives it all to God.
Having the strength to be positive and still be encouraging to my teammates, I felt like that was definitely strength that He gave me, because I was able to, just pray about it and say, God, I give this situation to You, and I lift everything up to You. Just give me the strength and courage to, make something out of this for the good.
Walsh used his time away from basketball as an opportunity to grow spiritually.
I knew he was pressing into God. I knew he was trusting God. And so I've been really proud of him.
A verse that, I really cling to during this time was Philippians 4:6, and basically it says, with prayer and thanksgiving and a thankful heart and presenting everything to God, that He's always going to make a way.
And God did make a way for Joey. After 4 weeks of waiting, 2 doctors, and multiple examinations, it was determined that Joey's condition was not as serious as his original diagnosis, and Joey was cleared to play.
Everything that would happen, like, it was through him, and none of this would have happened if it wasn't for him. And I felt like it's definitely given me more of a perspective of actually just like true thankfulness, to be honest, and being thankful for the relationships that I have and the people that are in my corner and everything that, you know, God has given me besides basketball. Basketball is just a gift, and I feel like it's something that isn't truly who I am, but it's definitely just kind of like helping like glue together everything that God wants me to be.
This trial not only put basketball into perspective for Joey, but encouraged him to continue his resilience in future struggles.
I'm not going to let adversity define who I am and overpower me. I'm going to truly lean on my faith, lean on the relationships that I've built with people, and I'm going to take it full on with a head of steam, and you know, I'm going to overcome it.
Joey's hope is that his story will encourage others to lean on God to overcome adversities in their life and to use life's challenges as an opportunity to grow.
Life's going to give you adversity, and it's really how you are going to go about it. So for me, going about this adversity was leaning on my faith, leaning on the people that I'm surrounded with and the relationships that I have. And I want people to know that adversity is going to come at you whether you like it or not. Life's not going to always go your way, but it's how you truly deal with it and how you put your mind to it and how you're going to overcome that adversity. And for me, it was God, and without him, I couldn't do anything that I was able to do throughout this whole process. And you know, that's something that I really want to have people hear about in my story.